Hey guys, Mikayleigh from 321 Home Staging, and we have
Elizabeth Hunter from eXp Realty and Elizabeth Hunter Studios. Welcome.
We want to welcome today Nate Jomaa. So come on in,
We're
Nate.
going to get down and dance with Nate today. Yeah, let's go, Nate.
Oh yeah, flag it out. Flag it out. Flag it out.
All right. So,
Welcome to the show, Nate.
Thanks.
Okay, so anyway.
Love you, man. Love you, man.
We got Nate Jomaa here from Coast to Coast Lending, and obviously you're a huge portion of the real estate industry. So, for example, tell me what you do. What does a mortgage advisor do? I know you know the answer to this, so you shush. I need to know.
So a mortgage advisor is one who advises in terms of real estate financing. So you go to a real estate agent to help you get negotiations on your contract. You go to the mortgage advisor to help you actually acquire the property. The mortgage advisor gets you set up to purchase the property, guides you through the process, helps you with understanding what your rate is going to be, the terms of the financing, and ultimately helps you make sure that the payment that you're going to have at the end of the day is well within your means and your budget.
Which totally makes sense. But then, okay, so talk to me. Like, I don't know. I just stage houses, y'all. So what is the difference between you and you? What's the difference between a real estate agent and a mortgage advisor?
Sure. So a real estate agent is your advocate when you're purchasing your home. They go to bat for you to make sure that you are being represented and that you are getting the best possible deal on that property. They make sure that your interests are being protected.
Absolutely.
The mortgage advisor is there to make sure that your interests are protecting in terms of your financial aspect.
Yes.
So we make sure that you are getting the absolute best deal on your mortgage at the best possible rate and that you're in the best program for you. There's so many different mortgage programs, and you've got to work with a certified mortgage advisor who's been finely tuned in helping you get exactly what you need in terms of your mortgage financing.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So, Liz, you've worked with Nate before. Tell me, how was the experience?
It's fantastic. You know, every detail is taken care of and anticipated throughout the process of the entire transaction.
And Nate, so you are the head of your team with Coast to Coast Lending, right?
That's right.
Perfect. So
Yeah.
how many people do you have working with you?
So I've got a dedicated team of back office staff. I've got a dedicated transaction coordinator that helps from everything from the contract coming in till we get to the closing table. And then she works very closely with our senior processor, who's really your advocate between us and underwriting to make sure that everything is going through super smoothly. So these two help you to make sure that your loan gets pre-underwritten before it gets to underwriting, so that by the time it gets there, it's a very smooth and very seamless transaction on your side.
So very strong communication.
That's right. I've also got a couple of other licensed loan officers that work with me that I mentor, and I help them get up to the speed so that they are able to start building out their teams eventually. And I've got a couple of junior loan officers as well that support me with being able to make sure that I am always available to take care of any of my clients, and any of the real estate partners that I have somebody to reach out to.
So why would you choose a mortgage broker over a bank, let's say?
Sure. So I'll tell you this in the version of a story. So if you were going to get your car fixed, would you go to an auto mechanic or would you go to Walmart? Because Walmart also does oil changes. They do tire rotations. They sell you tires. They sell you batteries. But you know what else Walmart does? They sell clothing. They sell food. They sell jewelry. You want to go to somebody that's dedicated and focused on what you need. So
Absolutely. Thing.
100%.
That's right.
And a big thing for 321 Home Staging is I only use local vendors within my stages. I don't purchase from large corporate companies. It's a main focus. So for me, I know, Liz, you're the exact same way. That you would rather a local vendor, somebody that you can pick up the phone and contact and get answers to your questions almost immediately. Then trying to contact Chase or Bank of America
Sure.
or even Space Coast Credit Union. These
It's a
corporations-
personalized service.
It's
and
a total
that's
personalized
service all the way down to,
That's right.
the whole process.
And you've
It's
been all
important.
about that with through and through with the integrity of you and being an agent, right?
It's all about the experience too, isn't it?
It's all about the
Isn't it?
experience.
The experience for our clients and people that
Absolutely.
we work with, we want them to have a great experience.
Yep.
That's our motivation.
Not just a great experience, but I go out of my way to make sure that they understand that a mortgage is not just a transaction, it's a relationship. And so
Yes.
when you're working with the bank, they see everything in terms of dollars and cents.
Yes.
And it's very transactional.
Yes.
And
Right.
I make it a point to be extremely relational. And you
Yes.
get
Right.
that dedicated service when you work
Yes.
with an
Yes.
independent mortgage broker or
Yes.
a independent mortgage banker,
Yes.
not somebody that works in corporate America, if you will.
Exactly, and it's all about timing too,
That's
It
right.
absolutely
isn't it?
is.
Within the transactional process, timing is everything. So you need to be confident that you're going to connect with the right people at the right time.
That's
correct?
right. Speaking of timing, if you needed to reach out to your folks that work at the banks, the big banks, you can only contact them Monday through Friday, 9 to 5.
Yes.
And even then, you may not get through to them. You might get somebody else that's not familiar
I've
with.
experienced that. Yes, absolutely.
Exactly.
Yes.
Right.
So that's another advantage of working with an independent mortgage broker or an independent mortgage
Yes.
banker is that we do make ourselves available outside of normal banking
Absolutely.
hours because again, it's all about a relationship.
Yes.
I totally agree.
Yes. How much does it cost to work with a mortgage advisor?
It does not cost anything to you, the buyer. Now,
Nothing.
there are going to be some closing costs. There are going to be some fees related with the mortgage loan process itself.
And
but
they're all
using-
negotiable.
Absolutely. And working with me, though, as your dedicated loan advisor, does not cost you a penny.
That's awesome.
And unless the loan actually closes, unless we sit down at the closing table, then I don't make anything either. So I've got a commitment to you and to my family to make sure that I do the
Yes.
best job for you.
Absolutely.
Which is
Makes
amazing.
wonderful sense.
And that's why I think that you have such a good reputation amongst the mortgage industry, not just with your firm, but multiple firms here in Brevard County. I can confidently refer anybody to you. I know Liz can do it as well. That's why we have you representing our brokers opens and we want you face to face with our clients.
100%. Now, how would you like to speak to our audience about refinancing?
That's
You
a big
know, as
question
far
right
as-
now.
as
This
far
market is
as,
so hot.
Making that step to refinance.
Sure. So when you're thinking about refinancing, there's so many different things that come to mind. Are you looking to get a lower rate because you want to lower your payment? Are you looking to just lower your total out-of-pocket monthly expenses? Or do you have something bigger in mind where possibly you want to take advantage of some of the equity that you have in your home to make your home a nicer home? Maybe you want to redo some of the flooring. Maybe you want to redo a kitchen, a bathroom, or maybe you want to build onto your home. And so there's so many different things that come into when you think about refinancing. You can't just look at that as a one-size-fits-all solution, which is what so many people do. And I have to work with so many clients to help them understand the misconceptions and the myths that they've
Right.
bought into
Yes.
to understand that there's so much more that goes into it than just what's my rate, what's my payment. Because
Interesting.
there's going to be some instances where the payment might go up on your mortgage. However, if you're consolidating high interest credit cards, you're paying off those cards. You've completely eliminated those payments. And if you've ever looked at what it takes to pay off a credit card making the minimum payments, you might be paying on that card for 23 or 24 years. And most interest rates on credit cards are in the teens up into the 20s, possibly even the 30s.
Yes.
So those are just extremely high interest
Yes.
mortgages.
Right.
Absolutely.
Right.
Right. So if you can refinance your house, get a lower rate of interest, and consolidate your debts while your mortgage payment could potentially go up because you're paying off some of those accounts, your overall monthly stability and your overall monthly disposable income increases. And the things that you can do with that include taking the family out for, dinner more often if that's something that you like to do.
Beautiful.
Or
Right.
Quality of life.
Or if you want to try to eliminate that mortgage altogether, just put that extra money back into your principal interest, or excuse me, your principal payment on your mortgage, and then you pay it off.
Absolutely.
There's so many things
Fantastic.
that can be done.
And
Fantastic.
through our networking, Nate has connected with a lot of personal friends of mine. And I have to give you a total shout out because this person, you refinance their mortgage. Literally, they purchased the house within the last 2 years. Their payment has now gone down to close to $400 a month just with refinancing. He now has the opportunity to upgrade his kitchen. He literally walked into this dilapidated older home and, thought he was buying in a great market, and you made it better for him. So
That's
obviously on
awesome.
behalf of him, I have to thank you, but also it's those kind of stories that it's like really wow. There is such an importance with knowing a good lender and having a great local lender that's truly going to
Absolutely.
care and not only help you with purchasing a new home, but refinancing on your current home.
And
So
making
thank
a
you so
difference,
much, Nate.
a difference in the quality
huge
of life.
difference.
That's what it's all about. That's what we're all part of.
That's right.
Yep.
Is,
right.
is
So 10 out of
quality
10.
of life.
Let's be safe in recommending Nate Jomaa from Coast to Coast Lending. He's kind of awesome.
I am kind of awesome. I appreciate
so
that.
much,
Thank
Nate.
you so much.
Of course. Okay, so we want to play a fun game of rock, paper, scissors. Liz, have you ever played rock, paper, scissors?
Yes, absolutely. We do that in Scotland on occasion.
Okay, good. Just double checking because sometimes you're like, eh. All right, so there's going to be no prizes to be had. This is just for fun, but can we do 3 rounds of rock, paper, scissors and who wins?
Okay.
So do we go 1, 2, 3, shoot?
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you need me to take the dog?
I got the dog.
Do you know what I mean when I say shoot?
Like, show me your paper, scissors, and
Paper?
your
Well,
rock.
yeah. If
Show
you
me
think
your
I'm coming
rock
in
and
with
your
paper,
papers and your
if you
scissors.
think I'm
Show me
coming
your
in with paper,
scissors.
Show me your scissors.
okay. So
All
I'm
right,
coming in with
ready?
scissors.
So I'm going to call it.
Every
Ready?
time I'm coming in with scissors.
Okay.
You got it? Okay.
Okay, ready? Liz, get your fist ready.
Okay.
Oh, we're doing with Bentley?
Oh,
Is
yeah,
Bentley in it?
totally,
Okay.
Totally, he's
Bentley is
totally on
calling
board. He just told me. He
chaos.
just told me he's totally playing.
Is he? Okay, ready? So, rock,
1.
paper, scissors, shoot.
Oh.
Oh, Savage Liz for the win. All right,
Good
ready?
luck, Bentley.
Good job, Ben.
Okay.
Benny Choo Choo. All right, rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Oh, Liz won. Nate, what happened to your winning streak? All right, ready? Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Oh, okay. So let's just do one more just for fun.
Good
One more.
scissors, Bentley.
Okay.
All right.
Good scissors, Bentley. All right. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Oh.
Oh, Liz wins. Liz is the
Here.
champion.
Nice, Liz. Today's Brevard Spotlight is Elizabeth Hunter Art Studios. Her custom artwork is bound to wow. Whether she's creating a commercial or residential project, she has interior design in mind. Her ocean-inspired installations have depth and dimension like no other. Like, comment, and share to enter to win a free painting.
And now, it's time for our top 5 segment. Take it away, Nate.
All right. So tip 1, always work with a local mortgage professional. When you think about getting a mortgage, it's easy to think that you want to go to the bank that has your checking and savings account. But the truth of the matter is, they do not necessarily have your best interests, see what I did there, in mind. You want to work with somebody, exactly. You want to work with somebody that is a local, dedicated mortgage lender that's going to be able to advocate for you during this process.
And that's actually true. Like holding true through my VA loan, we went through a very large company. They approved us at a 3.9. My mortgage came in at a 2.4.
There you go.
How amazing is that? In fact, there was a difference of me buying a $250,000 house versus a $300,000 house. And I pay less, ready? For the $300,000 house because I went local.
Fantastic.
Yeah, exactly. All right. So tip 2 is always pay your bills on time. If you think that you might want to skip a payment, think about what that's going to do to your credit. The fact of the matter is that missed payments on credit are one of the number one things that decrease your credit score.
It's true.
Mm-hmm.
Like flat out,
Yeah,
straightforward.
be on time.
And there are amazing things that you can do with that too. Like we were able to roll a car payment or a payoff of a car into a mortgage. Isn't that even better? Like we're consolidating payments. We're consolidating the debt, which is even better. So now I literally don't have a car payment because it has been rolled into my mortgage, which is
Yeah, again, it's
clearly
improving your
no-brainer.
lifestyle,
I feel
improving
like
the
I
quality
shot
of
up
life.
almost 100 points just
Yep.
because of that alone.
Sure.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that can happen. When you have trade lines that are open, that stay open, and you're making good payments on them, you're great. When you have a revolving account, such as a credit card or a charge card, and you pay off those balances and you keep those balances low, that makes your credit score jump up. As a matter of fact, the standard ratio is about 30% of your available credit should be what you have in your balances. So if you have access to $1,000 in credit, that means that your balances should not exceed $300. That secret right there is going to help your scores just stay as high as possible.
And it's funny, a lot of people ask with staging, they're like, oh my gosh, I want to buy all the furniture. I want to buy this home as is. I literally tell buyers, do not send me the money until after you close. And that is a huge factor in it. And they're like, oh, that's so nice of you. I'm like, no, literally, I don't want you to default on your loan because it's going to be a couple grand and you can't handle these big purchases right now when it comes to your buying experiences.
Right.
And a lot of people are like, oh, wow, that's so great. Thank you for thinking of that. But of course, it's my responsibility. And I wouldn't even know that if it wasn't for meeting somebody like you or you that would tell me that, hey, let's not process these big purchases until way after the closing.
Exactly.
Absolutely. It's all about protecting the client, isn't it?
It is.
Nate.
Absolutely it is.
And that's the whole part about teamwork is because you can sit here and think, why would this staging person have any relevance to this mortgage person or this realtor person? And then that is literally one of the prime examples.
Absolutely, absolutely. There's so many things that cross over and connect that it's really quite astounding, really,
Right.
isn't it?
And then you also have to find a staging company that isn't going to demand the money right there.
That's right.
Right then and there. Somebody who has the equity to float the company until you do close on your house. And that's another big thing that a lot of agents ask me. They're like, okay, well, can you withstand not having the payment for another 40 days? Of course. Absolutely. And if I didn't, and I can't, I probably shouldn't be in this business.
That's right. And to touch on that, that's just one of the main reasons why it makes so much sense to work with your local network in this real estate transaction, because we work together on transactions
The
and
best
we work
part is that
well
I can text
together.
you. I can text you, I can text you, and we can all text each other. And we can be like, okay, this is where it's at. This is what
Exactly.
they want to buy. This is what's going to come in through after the transaction. This is how we need to negotiate this. It's awesome.
Yeah.
And each negotiation is completely different.
And you've seen
Every home being sold, it's a completely unique,
That's right.
customized process, isn't it?
exactly.
Exactly.
So you
And
have to
you've
be
seen-
connected. You have to have that connection.
Clients want to buy things outright with staging, and ultimately the net value may be $6,000, but the gross value may be $10,000, and that's things that they can use towards closing costs and things like that. So when you're working with a home stager who has wholesale accounts and a lot less product, you can literally upsell to buyers and say, okay, well, yes, this couch only cost my stager $800, but the net value is $1,200, and you can get that back for your client, which is even better.
That's wonderful. Great benefits.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Great
It's all about
benefits.
communication.
That's
Great
it.
All about
benefits to working with
communication.
experts like yourself.
That's
Nate.
right.
Absolutely.
Exactly.
So tell us about, like, if you want to purchase a home, you have to start saving now.
Yeah, exactly. If you want to purchase a home, you've got to start saving right now. Now, most people think that you have to have 20% down, and that's just not the case. It's okay to have 20% down, but you don't have to have 20% down. There are so many programs out there that allow for you to have as little as 3% down, and you'll also have reduced mortgage insurance. What does that mean? Well, mortgage insurance is literally an insurance policy that the lender asks you to take out to make sure that in the event that you aren't able to make your payments, that they're still going to get paid. And the misconception is that you want to put the 20% down to avoid the mortgage insurance. But if you think about it in terms of dollars and cents, if you take that 20% and you're saving, and you don't ever get there, you're never going to be able to buy. However, if you do have the 20% available and you take that money and you put it into your mortgage, you're going to find that you're not going to get the return that you think you're going to get. Right now, mortgage rates are so low that you don't want to take all of that money and tie it into your mortgage. You want to be able to take that and go to a financial advisor or go somewhere else and use that money more wisely. So tip 4, actually, I'm not going to give you any more tips because I've already given you 15 different tips.
No doubt.
Maybe 20. Maybe 20.
Yeah. So the reality is if you have any questions, if you have anything that you want to chat about, you want to ask me to help you understand mortgages, demystify and declutter, reach out to me directly, and I will be happy to set aside as much time as you need to get through answering any questions you have about mortgages or real estate financing.
Thank you so much, Nate. You have been beyond phenomenal. I have used you personally. Elizabeth has used you personally. And I'm a stager. Let's keep in mind, I'm a stager. And when somebody asks me for an honest opinion, I can only go by actual references. So I am so happy to have you on here.
Absolutely. It's all about trust, isn't it, Nate?
Absolutely.
It is.
You know, you got to trust the people that you work with, and that's what the art of real estate's all about.
Yep.
Exactly.
Thanks.
Thanks, Nate.
So I have a question. Am I going to get to hear the famous Liz quote of the day? Because I'm not leaving until I get my Liz quote.
Bring it on, Liz.
Right. So,
Bring it
here
on.
we go. Money a mickle makes a muckle. Can you try that?
Money a muckle, mickle muckle.
Really, that's right here.
Money-
a muckle makes a muckle. So
I even have to read it, and I'm Scottish.
Scottish.
Money a mickle makes a muckle.
okay, so
It means
in English,
it means saving a small amount of money soon becomes
A
a
mickle.
larger amount, which is a muckle. A muckle.
money.
A mickle.
Money
a
for
mickle,
Fantastic.
mortgages.
Mickle,
That is
muckle.
so perfect.
Muckle mortgage.
Did you plan that? Did you plan that?
Well, of course I did.
Oh, good.
It's
good.
all in the details.
Clearly.
Fantastic.
Many a muckle.
Many a muckle.
No, here, you read it.
In your best Scottish
Money a
brogue.
mickle, max a muckle.
All right, let's try that one more time.
You sound so angry.
Doesn't? I thought I'm
Money a mickle
money a mickle,
makes a muckle.
max a muckle.
Okay, but let's break it down.
Hold on,
Let's break it
hold
down.
on.
So, like,
I want to channel
is it
my
like a
my-
money and nickel? Like, what is
Right,
this?
Channel Braveheart.
I'm well
All
that I'm gonna channel Scrooge McDuck.
Freedom!
I want to channel jumping into my vault of coins. Okay.
She's literally humming Scotland the
Money
Bird.
a mickle.
Money a mickle, max a muckle.
Brilliant.
I feel like this needs to be your
Brilliant.
new hashtag for everything. You're like, get it done. Money and mickle.
Makes
Max a
a muckle.
muckle.
There you go.
I feel like that's a keeper. I'm going
It's
to.
definitely a
It's a
keeper.
keeper.
I'm
That
gonna
is so
tell everybody
appropriate,
about
Liz.
that.
I'm so proud of you.
I can feel a t-shirt coming on.
I'm gonna do it.
Nobody
But
else is gonna know about it
It's
but
real.
us, but it's
real.
cool.
It's happening.
It's cool, guy.
So don't we have to like and share and all that good stuff?
Oh yeah. So I almost forgot because I still can't translate what the hell you just put out. So
Money a mickle,
If
max a
you-
muckle.
There, see,
want
he's
to
already got it down.
impersonate Liz on this because I legitimately can't at this point. Be sure to enter and be sure to
Like,
submit
share,
us.
comment for a
Like, share,
chance, an
comment, yeah.
opportunity
But
to
it's
win.
more like they just need to submit this back.
Right,
and
come on, bring your
intimidate you,
muckle, bring your muckle.
and you're gonna win JMG engraving swag.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bring your money muckle.
You're a mess. That is a great time.
Money,
Bring us your great time, guys. Bring us your great time.
I'm going to say it really fast.
Oh, God.
I thought that was fast.
I thought we were done.
Money, I'm going to
Okay, and cut.
Good night, Mikayleigh.
Good night, Nate.
Good night, Tracy.
Good night, Mikayleigh.
Good night, Jorge and Annie.
Good night, Emily.
Good night, Annie and Jorge.
Good night, Matt.
Good night, Liz. Liz?
Oh, my goodness me. I must have dozed off. Good night, everybody.